It's crazy how when you're a confident person, they try to label you a narcissist. So if anybody try to label you a narcissist and you're a confident person, this video is for you. But first, what's up, beautiful people? This is your favorite cousin Rich, and I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Also, if you have any questions, you need some advice, you need some spiritual life coaching, or you need an ebook to help you out through your current situation, you can find them all on my website at cousinrichcoaching.com. So, let's begin. You see, confidence is rooted in self-awareness and competence, and narcissism is rooted in validation or seeking validation and insecurities. That's the major difference between being confident and being a narcissist, or having confidence versus having narcissism or narcissistic traits. See, the thing about being confident is you've been through something. You've been battle tested. This confidence is backed by something. Like, you know how currency is backed by something? Well, old currency used to be backed by something. That's how people who are confident, they're backed by something. They've been through something. They're battle tested. They can show you their battle scars. They're not confident because they want validation from somebody, you know, or they're looking for somebody to say, oh, you're a good person, you're a righteous person, or you're awesome, you're a rock star, or whatever the case may be. They're not looking for people to do that for them, to big up their ego. They don't need that. They know who they are without it. You know, they could walk in a room without anybody in there, and their head is still going to be held high, their shoulders are still going to be back, and their chest is still going to be up. That's them. Versus somebody who's a narcissist or has narcissism or narcissistic traits. These people, when they walk into a room that nobody's there, their head is low because they don't have that self-confidence. They are filled with insecurities. So in order to counteract their insecurities, they play as if they're confident. That's why people can mistake them for people who actually have confidence or are competent. Because a lot of people who are narcissists are not competent. But nonetheless, so when you are a narcissist, you're constantly seeking validation from people because you have not been validated by the world through what you've been able to put out, or your output. Meaning, what have you done or put out into the world that you've been able to get some sort of acknowledgement from, or some kind of satisfaction from. And when I say acknowledgement, I'm not saying validation, just acknowledgement that you have done something. And a lot of people who are narcissists don't have this. A lot of people who are narcissists are always seeking validation. So when they go out, they have this flamboyant character that they portray in order to seek that validation from people to say, oh, you're a good person, or you're awesome. Whatever words you want to fill in the blank. But that's what these people live off of. If they didn't have this validation, if they didn't have these people rooting them on, guess what? Their head wouldn't be held high. They would be sinking low to where they really are, to where they really feel that they are on the totem pole of confidence, which is low. A lot of people who are narcissists, to really be honest with you, it's really rooted in a lot of insecurities. Insecurities by not being validated when they were younger. Insecurities by not really knowing who they are. Insecurities by people beating up on them, not physically, but just emotionally, whatever the case may be. And sometimes physically. So they grew up with these insecurities. They grew up not feeling whole. They grew up not really knowing themselves. So in order to counteract that, in order to be seen as this high and mighty person, that's why they put on this facade. That's why a lot of people who are actually confident get mistaken for being a narcissist, because they look the same from the outside. They kind of look the same, you know, but they're not. So taking me, for example, right? Some people may see me as a narcissist when you really meet me when you really see me, I should say, see me in public. Now, keep in mind, I'm an introvert, so I don't talk to people. So number one, they would take that as you being arrogant. So anybody who's confident and you're an introvert, you don't talk to people, they're automatically going to label you as being what? Arrogant. I know I'm not the only one. So if you're a confident person and you're an introvert, you stay by yourself, you know, but you're confident, you walk with your head held high, they're going to call you arrogant. So let's get that out of the way, right? So I'm used to people calling me arrogant because I don't talk a lot, but I'm an introvert and I'm confident. I walk with my head held high, my shoulders back, my chest up, you know. I can have conversations with people, fluent conversations with people. I can address people. I'm not insecure in any ways. I've been battle tested by life. I have true confidence due to the battles that I've been and won in life. I don't need anybody to validate me, as if a lot of people don't need people to validate them. A lot of confident people don't need people to validate them. We know who we are. But the biggest thing that people mistaken between me being confident and a narcissist is my sense of self-importance. See, me being a confident person, me really knowing who I am, me being grounded in who I am on this earth. I know I'm here to help people, but in the grand scheme of things, I know I'm not that important. I know people can do without me. I know people may miss me for a little bit and then I'm gone in the wind. I know a lot of things like that. I know I'm not that important in the grand scheme of things. I may be important to certain people in my life or in their lives. Yeah, of course. But to the grand scheme of things, I'm not this big, grand poobah of the world and everybody needs to bow down to me, and if I don't show up, everybody's going to be crying and all that. No, that's not me. No. And that's how a lot of confident people feel about themselves. We're not the most important person in the world. I have this great grand sense of self-importance. No, we don't have that. But narcissists, on the other hand, they believe that. They believe that if they don't show up somewhere, everybody's crying. They believe that if they go missing, everybody's going to post their face on milk cartons and hoping that they return. People, they feel like if they don't show up, the world is going to stop spinning. That's how narcissists feel. They feel they have an overinflated sense of self-importance. Confident people, we don't. We know who we are. We know we're just regular people. But we know we've been through certain situations that allows us to be confident, that allows us to hold our head high. And there's also certain situations in certain environments where we may also feel insecure. We may not feel as confident. We may feel like, we're not, we're not as competent in certain things, and that's the thing about us being confident in regular people versus being a narcissist, is that narcissists feel like they can do anything in any situation. They're the best. They don't need no help, nothing like that. And people who are confident, they understand that, no, some things we gonna need help. Some things we not confident. Some things we not competent. Some things we gonna feel insecure. We regular, we human. But we just been through certain things in life and we know ourselves. That allows us to be confident, So that's the difference between being a narcissist or having narcissism or narcissistic traits versus being confident. Don't let people throw you in the narcissistic box if you're actually a confident person. They're going to try to do that, but don't let them do that. Box your way out of that. And how do you do that? You show that you're not the most important person. You show that you can care. You show that you can have care. You can have empathy. You can have sympathy. You can give a helping hand. You can love people. You can care. These are all the traits and attributes that narcissists cannot give out. They cannot give out love. They cannot give out empathy. They cannot give out sympathy. They cannot give out love. I think I might have said love, but oh well. They can't give out these things because they don't have them. Point blank period, they don't have them. So you can't give out what you don't have. So that's the biggest thing between a narcissist and somebody who's confident, is do they give out? Is everything about them? Narcissists, everything is about them. If it's not about them or they're not the center of attention, they out of it. Everything go to hell. Somebody who's confident, we don't have to be the center of attention. Matter of fact, a lot of times people who are confident, especially people who are introverts and confident, we quiet, we in the back, we don't want no attention. For real, we don't want no attention. We don't want people looking at us and all that type of shit. Like, you can have the attention, go over there. We don't want to be the center of attention. We don't need things to revolve around us. A lot of times we like helping. A lot of times we like to give out that helping hand and help people boost them up or get them to where they need to be. That's the thing about real confident people. We're here to help. It don't mean that we don't think of ourselves, we don't think highly of ourselves, because I think highly of myself, but I don't think I'm the most important person or super important or more important than anybody else. I don't think that, no. Now, could I have more importance in life due to my knowledge and how I could help people? Yes, of course. Just like a doctor can have more importance in life, in this life that we're living. But is he more important than anybody else? I don't think so. I couldn't, no. But anyways, this is your favorite cousin, Rich. I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Also, remember, if you have any questions, you need some advice, you need some spiritual life coaching, or you need an ebook to help you out through your current situation, you can find them all on my website at cousinrichcoaching.com. Again, I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.